we have discussed the Himalayan river, and now it is the time to move towards the peninsular river. We have recently discussed about the Indus, the Ganga river and the Brahmaputra river. So it is the place. So this is the place for the Vindhya mountain. So all the rivers who are south of the Vindhya mountain are called the peninsular river. Now this peninsular river can also be divided into two parts. It is called the east flowing and the west flowing. So if we talk about the west flowing river, it is called the Narmada and the Tapi. The two rivers are there in the west flowing rivers, and they fall in the Arabian Sea. So this is the place of the Arabian Sea. It is called the Arabian Sea. So the west flowing rivers will fall towards the Arabian Sea. So this is the river. This is the river. It is called the Narmada river. It will originate from the Amarkantak plateau in the Madhya Pradesh. So here I am highlighting the place. So here I am highlighting the place. It is a west flowing rivers. It is a west flowing rivers, and it will fall towards the Arabian Sea. So this is the slope. It is the slope. The slope you have to make, and along with that you have to understand about the place of the origin. Now in the west flowing rivers, for highlighting the west flowing rivers, you have to understand about the origin of the place. The origin, actually 1 mm millimeter place can be here and there. The 1 mm place can be here and there, but the rest of the things should be normal. Now the slope you have to highlight. You have to practice the slope, the making of the slope of the river. And another one is the Tapi river. The Tapi river emerged from the Satpura plateau. From the Satpura plateau, the Tapi river will emerge. So, and it will also go along with the Narmada river. It will fall towards the Arabian Sea. So this is the origin of the places we have to understand. The origin of the places you have to remember. And another one is the slope of the river. Now I have, so these are the two rivers which are the west flowing rivers, and another one, the rest of the rivers are the east flowing rivers. Among the east flowing rivers, the important one is the Mahanadi river. The Mahanadi river, it will originate from the Dandakaranya. It mainly emerged from the Raipur district of the Chhattisgarh. In the Raipur district, there is a forest called the Dandakaranya. So it emerges from the Raipur district of the Chhattisgarh, and then it will take a slope. It will take a U-turn or U-shape, and another, it will again go down it towards the south, and then it will fall towards the Bay of Bengal. So this is the main slope of the Mahanadi river. Just adjacent of the Narmada river, the Mahanadi river should also emerge. So this is the thing that you have to mention. And another thing, you are writing the name of the river, it should be at the top of the river. If you are highlighting the river, then at the top you will write the name of the river. Now let's come towards the Godavari river. The Godavari river, it will emerge from the Nasik district, just at the 20 of the latitude, the 20-degree latitude, it will emerge. It is called the Maharashtra. From the Maharashtra it will emerge, and then it will fall towards the Bay of Bengal. Now you have to remember the slope. The slope can be here and there also, no problem about that, but we have to mention the place of the origin of the Godavari river. It will go towards the Bay of Bengal. So now next comes the Krishna river. In the Krishna river, it will emerge from the Mahabaleshwar. So from the Mahabaleshwar of the Western Ghat, this total area is called the Western Ghat. Now from the Western Ghat, the Krishna river will emerge, and it will also see the slope, mention the slope, you have to practice it, and then it will fall towards the Bay of Bengal. Now it is an important tributary, the Tungabhadra river, although it is not in your syllabus, but for making the understanding clear, you can practice it. It is an important tributary, the Tungabhadra river, where the Hampi, the Vijayanagar Empire, was also located at the bank of the Tungabhadra river, if you have studied in the history. Then it will also fall towards the Bay of Bengal. Now the last one is the Kaveri river. The Kaveri river, it will also emerge from the Western Ghat, and it emerged from the Brahmagiri range. Here is the Brahmagiri range in the Western Ghat. So it will emerge the Kaveri river and it will also go towards the Bay of Bengal. Now this is the Pak Strait and this is the Gulf of Mannar. Now between the Sri Lanka and the mainland India, it is a small channel. It is called the Adams Bridge. Here I can remember you, it is called the Adams Bridge. So the northern place of the Adams Bridge is called the Pak Strait and the southern place of the ocean, the southern place of the Adams Bridge is called the Gulf of Mannar. It is also called the Ram Setu. Now I hope that the rivers are clear for everyone. Now another thing, 2 lakes are there in your syllabus which you have to mark with the blue color. It is a water body. So the water body should be arrow should be given in the water body or the lakes. Now near the Mahanadi river in Odisha, there is always a curve in the boundary of India. There is always a curve. Now this curve at the boundary, here I am highlighting, the arrow should be written, and the Chilka Lake. The Chilka Lake is called the saltwater lake in India. The largest saltwater lake is called the Chilka Lake. It is located in the Odisha. So here there is a curve should be there at the border of India. At the border of the India, there should be curve in every map. So it is already located. You just have to color it with the blue, and then you will make an arrow, and then you can highlight. So Chilka Lake is the most easy one. So another lake, 2 lakes are there. So first one is the Chilka Lake, and another lake is called the Vular Lake. So Vular Lake is just located besides of the Chenab river. I have already highlighted it, and then you will highlight it with the blue color, and then you will put an arrow, and then you will write the Vular Lake. So this is all about the map. I hope that you have enjoyed it and you will keep it practicing. You will remember it. If it is possible, you can view this video again and again so that it will be an everlasting impression in your mind, and you can remember it for a longer period of time, and practice it on Sunday just for the half an hour. So thanks for watching. Thank you.